What's going on, guys? Pilot here. Today I'm going to talk to you about two things. Mental health in the content creation sphere and my personal take on it, and why I became a VTuber over on Twitch. Two pretty differing subjects, but they correlate, I promise. So I'm going to keep this quite personal and real with you guys. There are loads of videos out there detailing the struggles people go through with content creation, and I just don't want to rehash things that have already been said many times before me. I'm also going to do my best to keep this video salt-free. Every streamer has their grievances with various things to do with content creation, but again, I am not going to just repeat that stuff. It's also not the point of this video. This is pretty much just an update video and a look into kind of what's been going on with me, stuff that I generally wouldn't want to discuss, but I feel now is the time to get it out there. So back in October, that's 2021 if you so happen to be watching this in the future for whatever reason, but back in October I had reached my limit with what I could take mentally with content creation. On the content creation side, my numbers were all dropping on Twitch, subs, viewers, chatters, everything really. But that happens, that's just Twitch, and I've weathered that storm before, and I know perseverance is key in those dark times, sort of. But what stuck out most was not only were my numbers getting thinner, but members of my core community, my regulars, were dropping pretty sharply as well. And when that happens, you know, every streamer has their core audience who you consider to be your Twitch fam. They're always going to be there, and it's a great feeling. But when they start to disappear slowly, that's when I started realizing that things must be pretty bad on my end. So I swallowed that, and I sort of done some inner reflecting and wanted to figure out what's next. Do I try and salvage things again for like the third time? Or do I just put my hands up and finally say, look, people aren't interested, that's fine, at least I tried, and move on to something else completely outside of content creation. I don't want to say quitting, because people have that, it seems like a bad word, but moving on, I guess, is what I would say. But that's where I sort of reach a fork in the road. Numbers and overall engagement might suck compared to the highs of previous times, but I knew I would miss the creation side of things. I love the presentation side of Twitch, and I love creating content and just making my mark on games and stuff like that. And I always go and make these overly gratuitous overlays and videos, intros, trailers, all that sort of stuff. But because of that, I didn't want to completely abandon it all just yet, so that made me decide to take some time off and just hit the big old reset button for an undetermined amount of time. So that's what I did. Now, I just want to quickly clear something up. When I say I lost a lot of my regulars, I'm not pointing fingers or placing blame anywhere, of course not. That's just how it is. As a viewer, you don't owe a streamer anything. In fact, as a streamer, I super disagree with the expectancy that your viewers are obliged to pay your bills regardless of the quality of your content. That's just never felt right with me. It never sat well with me, and it's something I've never done or never wanted to do. And as a streamer, you can only do your best to entertain people to the point where they're willing to give you their time. It's a partnership on a mutual entertainment basis, I suppose. Personally, for me, I've always said, as long as I have someone in chat to talk to, I'm happy. Anything else is just a bonus. So I took my time off, and I felt sorry for myself. I really did. I felt like a failure, and it's not the first time I felt like a failure as a streamer or content creator. But outside of Twitch, I'm quite a private person. So I did sort of stay inside myself with that, and I lacked any outside positive reinforcement for quite a while. I felt quite on my own, I suppose, but I knew why. But I did use that to my advantage, and I just forgot about being a streamer for a while. I started enjoying games again without worrying about capturing it all on stream, which was quite liberating. I could just enjoy games for what they were again. I also found that I really enjoyed not being on camera. I've always streamed with a face cam and tended to be, I've always wanted to be quite an animated character in the name of entertainment, which was great. That kind of played to my favor, but that also meant that being that animated also meant that if I was ever having a bad day or I was feeling a bit disconnected with my content and stuff, it was always really easily written all over my face. And that gave me quite a complex about it, especially in those last couple of months before I took time off. I knew that the disappointment was visible on my face. So I made the decision there and then that if I came back, the camera was not coming back with me. But that did leave a bit of a hole in my content, and I started thinking about what else I could do. The obvious and current trending choice was becoming a VTuber. But I'm not a massive anime fan. I like some anime, but I'm not a massive anime fan. I'm not into kind of anime girls with huge racks or any of that you generally see quite often on the VTuber side of Twitch. I'm not shaming those who do. Don't get me wrong. It's cool, but it's just not for me. It's not my thing. I did, however, really like the idea and the tech behind the VTuber aspect. I was always very interested in that. So I put some thought into it and came up with the idea of a robot character. And I was originally going to rebrand myself completely with a new name. I was going to try my best to just pretend that the last 5 years of Pilot didn't exist, which is obviously is not a smart idea. But that's where I was at that time. And I was going to act in character as the robot, and I was going to dust off my old voice changer and make my voice sound a little bit modulated and that sort of stuff. And then I was going to, green screen the avatar into various scenes I'd create, like sort of like how, I got inspiration for that from Dr. Disrespect's stream. I love that production side of it. But I knew that the past couple of months were not great for my channel, therefore all that effort might be time wasted. So I stripped everything back, commissioned the avatar though, and I went back to thinking about coming back to streaming with the opposite of what I usually do, which would be a bare bones presentation and just a little avatar to fill the gap of me not having a face cam. And I felt like doing that and putting in as little effort as I need to for a change instead of as much effort as I can put in for a change might actually help me here. It's usually the other way around. You got to put so much effort into Twitch, and I loved that, but you do get burned out. You just do. So that's what I done. I decided to do a bare bones presentation. So that was me, and I've been back at this point for just about a week now, and it's been great. In my couple of months off, I made some positive changes in my life and sort of just took care of myself and not thought about anything else other than me and my personal life, and that was great. That was great. It's very important. But coming back was great. It was nice to see so many faces again, see people welcome me back, and people that even said they had missed me. That's not something I expected to hear. I mean that, and people were saying that to me. There's still a bit of a hole where the viewers that had just vanished. But that's just Twitch. That's what happens. I personally do get a bit too attached to people, especially regulars of my stream. People that are there all the time. I gravitate towards that, and I'll always remember things people tell me, and I like to talk to people. So not having a lot of them there anymore, it sucks. But that's on me. That's on me. I should just learn to detach myself a bit from that and just strive to be a bit more professional and a bit less personal. Just be, I have this character now. I just want to just be as professional as possible and just get on with it and see how it goes. This is all for my mental health and my well-being, because that is what's most important here. I cannot stress enough that you come first, and you need to draw a line on what your mind and body can take in the race to entertain people. It's great when it's good. The highs are high, but the lows are really, really low. And that's something that I've heard and said for a long time in regards to content creation. And streaming, it's a hobby for me, and nothing more, nothing less. And I can't think of any other hobby off the top of my head that has such a roller coaster effect on mental health attached to it. So what's next? I don't know. I'm happy being back creating again. But mental health is absolutely more important than anything on Twitch, especially at a hobbyist level. If it's your job and you rely on it for your income, that's a different story. But I guess my point is that your mental health is more important than being a hobbyist level streamer. You don't necessarily need to choose one or the other in a black and white sort of sense. But there is only one that should absolutely be prioritized. so that you don't end up in the mental state that I put myself in over it, because, you know, life's too short. Do stuff because you enjoy it, not for any other reason. But that's pretty much it. This is just an update about me for those that are interested. I'm deliberately not showing my VTuber avatar here because this is just a quick little gameplay and commentary style video. If you want to see the avatar in action, you can find me on my Twitch channel. All applicable links below. But honestly, thank you to those who stuck by me and those who continue to enjoy my content and allow me to express myself on the interwebs. And of course, thanks for watching and listening to this little personal update. I just like to keep things flowing, I guess, so that's you up to date with me. And I'll see you guys next one here, or I'll see you guys over on Twitch. But in the meantime, take care, and take care of yourselves. And yeah, that's me. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.